Good evening and welcome to the Select Board special meeting, please. There we go. I'm going to be running the meeting since Rolf is still up in Augusta right now. So everybody is here. And can I have approval of the minutes for May 12th?
Make the motion to accept the minutes as written.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Okay. A motion for May 13th minutes?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Sure
Okay.
line.
Okay, and May 19th meeting minutes?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? And Rolf's up. All right, new business, approving the comprehensive plan to move forward. Joe, Rolf, do you guys want to take this? The corrections, I do know, Joe, you were in contact with North Star?
Yes, the clean copy with the edits was made and posted on the comprehensive plans website. So that is complete, and so that now the next steps would be to hold a special public town meeting to get that voted in.
You should speak into the microphone a little bit more. Yeah.
So yes, I believe Rolf, did Melanie send you that template of the time frame for this?
I mean, essentially what will have to happen is you'll set a date will get set for the special town meeting, and then backdated from that date will be the public hearing. So there will be a public hearing, and then after the public hearing, then there would be the special town meeting to do the final approval.
All right. Are you guys okay with all that?
Yeah.
Can I have a motion to approve?
I'm just curious though, before we move on.
Yeah.
30 days between each thing? Between the public meeting and then another 30 days before we have the vote at a special town meeting?
It'd be a public hearing and then 30 days
Yeah.
for the special town meeting for vote. Yep.
Peter?
Peter Levitt, 2 Levitt Road. Correct me if I'm wrong, Ralph, but I believe it's 30 days from the time that the clean copy was posted, which I'm not sure when that was, but I believe it was sometime around Friday. Then that clean copy needs to be available to the community to review for 30 days prior to the public hearing. Am I wrong there?
No, that would be correct. The other requirement is the public hearing has to be a minimum of 10 days prior. The public hearing has to be a minimum of 10 days prior to the special town meeting. So, so you've got a couple different things. So, as I say, once you establish the date for the special town meeting, that's going to necessitate what the date of the, what's the latest date that public hearing can be.
That's my understanding as well,
Okay.
Ralph. So that's the timing, if you were asking the question, Dennis.
And
So-
when you say public, does that mean there has to be written copies for the public at town hall for them to pick up, or just the posting on the webpage?
No, I would think that you would
Just
have
post-
copy available in
Yeah.
the town hall as well. I mean, that's generally just as a courtesy for anyone that doesn't have access to the internet or whatever. But I believe statutorily they request that you also have it available in the town hall.
That's what I was wondering. If it was-
And so if I were to do just a rough calculation, since I don't know exactly when the clean copy was posted, I first became aware of it when my wife told me that this meeting was scheduled for tonight, because I didn't get any notice of that either. But I do understand that at times we've been told that if you really want to know something, then you gotta watch the website, because that's the communication. That's how you get it. It would have been nice as a courtesy that the chairs, at least the co-chairs of the comprehensive plan, would have been notified directly about the meeting tonight. I know there's a lot going on in town, and so people don't have all the time to reach out with that communication. But anyway, that's how I became aware of this meeting. And then I went onto the town website and saw that actually the select board edits had been made in the plan that was posted. And that was on Friday. So just as a rough calculation, by July 1st, as I calculated, there will be the clean copy or the final version posted on the website for the community to review, which would mean 30 days from that, roughly July 1st. And so if I would then go ahead 10 days from that, sometime in the middle of July, a special town meeting could take place. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Joe,
Yeah.
couple things. You're going to need to put that in the queue for Mel
Yep.
to put that on to be scheduled. And if you can also ask for copies to be made for the town office, so you guys have notes for that.
For sure.
And to, so it'd be the public hearing and the special town meeting.
Right.
I know Melanie was working on those tentative dates based on that, posted on the website, comprehensive
Okay.
website, so.
That way where you've got it,
Yep.
because, yeah, for the next board. Yep. Oh, I know, I'm so sorry. Just making sure we made those notes.
Thanks. Grace Levitt, Levitt Road. A question, and I'm not suggesting this happened this time. I mean, what you've just outlined, fine, that's fine. But haven't we in the past had a public hearing and immediately after gone into a special town meeting and voted on that item? I'm recalling that for, wasn't it an ordinance about, it was marijuana or something? It's fairly recent, but I know that we've done that. I think we've done that before. And again, I'm not
Yeah.
suggesting that happened this time, but I just want to be sure this does
No,
keep moving along.
No, I do believe, Rolf, do you remember that happening too, where we've had a public hearing and then we've gone right into a vote?
I remember that, too.
Yeah, it depended on what the thing was. The last time we did that was
Was it
that one that
ordinance?
was on the moratorium.
So it
Which-
depends on the topic.
It depends on how the thing was called forth. The moratorium, because that was a petition, that falls into some slightly different
Okay.
timing and whatnot, and that one did allow then to have the public hearing and then go right into the vote. But that, because it had to fit within the time frame of when you had to act on the on a petition
Okay.
issue versus this, which is calling a special town meeting, and because you're calling a special town meeting, then that drives when you need to have the public hearing.
May I just ask one more thing, and this is a request, not a question to be answered, a request that it be publicized now, that assuming it gets approved in a minute by the select board, that it's on the website so people could start taking a look at it. It's a very lengthy document with a lot of detail. I would hope that people do take time to read through it. Again, so much work went into this. Speaking on behalf of the co-chairs and members of the committee, and I just want to be sure it gets its due.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, what can be done there is, up in the, and Bill can see to get that done, but on the banner, you can just set, he can put a notice up there that, it's been now approved by the select board, so here's the next steps, and so that people can get on there to read it. So that, that way, if they go to the, when they go to the site there, they're going to see that up in the banner.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I would just say, Rolf, everything you just said there is correct as far as the timing. I believe as far as the statutory requirements, when you're talking about a lengthy document, then obviously that's something where the state's going to say statutorily you have to post it so many days for the public to be able to have access to it. If it's a simple document saying, let's say, what comes to mind was the issue involving adopting the broadband, where the money was basically, we needed to ask the state if we could use it from the TIF. Wasn't a really lengthy document there. It was basically just the state said okay, and we had to have a special town meeting for it and then vote on it. So you're right, Ralph.
If appropriate, I'd make a motion to approve the comp plan to take it to the next step.
Second.
Any questions, discussions?
I think we did it.
You ready? All in favor? All right, passes.
Okay, I'm getting called into a vote, so I have to
Great. Thanks, Ralph.
sign off. Thank you.
Bye. All right, can I motion to adjourn, please?
Motion to adjourn.
Oops.
Nope.
No public comment?
We weren't going to tonight. Go for it.
Well, talk really fast and loud. So very, very quickly, I just want to remind folks, if they're listening to this, watching this, to be hopefully supporting the RSU 14 school budget on June 10th, and to check out, there's a lot of information on the RSU 14 website if they want to look back at the past meetings.
Excuse me, Pete.
If they want to look
I'm sorry, we can't hear.
at the past meetings that give the detail of the different cost centers, or the hearing on May 14th that went over all of the cost centers and had some discussion, if they need that information, and plus the May 2nd Wyndham Eagle had a really good article that detailed some of the information as well. So that was one thing I just wanted to remind of. I also wanted to just highlight the library just had a great session with a main author. They had books that the public could pick up for free, and then the author was there to discuss it. It was a great program. I want to just highlight that while I have a chance, again, in case there's anybody listening other beyond this room. The visioning committee for the Jordan Small Middle School, I want to really just commend with the dedication of a group of people who have been meeting weekly and have hopefully just one more meeting. Have done a lot of work and tours of other facilities, and just watch those meetings on the cable channel as well if you're interested in hearing some of that discussion. And I think that is it, but I would reiterate, please, in the future, if there is a committee that has done work that is then having that topic on your agenda for a select board meeting, please do reach out to at least the chairs or co-chairs of that committee and let them know. I happened to just check on the calendar that this meeting was happening, check the agenda that was posted there, and so I'm glad that's done, but please in the future, be sure that that happens. Thank you.
A motion to adjourn?
Motion adjourned.
Second? All right.
All those in favor?
All in favor?